Good morning and welcome to Rose Red Homestead, where today we are going to go back into our Master Mix booklet, and this time we are using a mix from the University of Alaska Extension Office, and we are doing pudding master mix. Now I have a special reason for wanting to do the pudding master mix at this time. I have a brother who has just yesterday completed his final infusion for the treatment of cancer. And he's doing very, very well in terms of what the PET scan shows. His spots are all gone, so he's in remission, but he's still had to go through the last 2 infusions even after he went into remission. And he's been very, very sick and very weak. And he lives alone. And so my sisters and I are making sure that he is not alone because he can't be. He's too sick. And so we are inviting him into our homes to stay for a week at a time, and then we're feeding him and making sure that he gets all of the liquids and foods and protein and things that he needs. So he's going to be with us probably in about 2.5 weeks. He'll stay with us for about a week, and we're really looking forward to it. We love him. I'm thinking about the food, and he loves pudding. And so I thought having this pudding master mix ready to do, and it gives these following recipes: vanilla pudding, chocolate pudding, lemon pudding, rice pudding. And so we have 4 options there. And I'm not sure I'll do the rice pudding. I'm going to ask him if he likes that before we do that particular one. And I know that my sister Cindy and her husband John, whom you have met on this channel before, they have him this week as he has just come out of the treatment for after his infusion yesterday. And John has made a great big batch of tapioca pudding. And so we're just going to keep him filled up with good old pudding with lots of protein from dairy. So this mix calls for, it is much simpler than some of the other mixes. It is easy, and it calls for powdered milk. And so Jim went out this morning onto our shelves and found this overlooked can of powdered milk. And it was packaged in 2004. So it is now 22 years old, and we just opened it and I tasted it, and it tastes fine, it smells fine. So we're going to use this powdered milk for our pudding mix. It calls for 6 cups of non-fat dry milk. And so that's what this is. So I'm going to try not to get much of it airborne as I put 6 cups in here. So there's 1, and I'm putting it right into a strainer, and I'll be doing 6 of these, so we'll be back when we're done with this. Here are the 6 cups of powdered milk, and I'm going to do this really gently. I don't see any lumps at all in this. And then to that, we are going to add, and just so that you know what this is a light gathering lens, a magnifying glass. So I don't have to put my glasses off and on and off and on. I'm just going to drop it right down on the recipe so I'm sure that I'm getting what is needed. 2 2/3 cups of sugar. So that's here. Two of these for 2/3. So that's that out of the way. And I will repackage this off camera. Okay, and then we have 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. And that is right here. And we have, I kind of jumped around here, 1 1/3 cups of cornstarch. Ooh, this is going to be really close. Okay, so there's one. And it was 1 1/3. Whew. Well, there's just a whisper left, so we made it. And 2 teaspoons of salt. So we always have cornstarch in there, so I'm going to run that through. And we have some grains of sugar that are a little bit larger. Okay. And now we mix carefully so as not to fill the kitchen with the powdered milk mist. All right, we'll be back when we've got this all mixed. Okay, so we are going to try this out. We're just going to make the vanilla pudding today, see how it turns out, and then over the next several days we'll try the rest of them, and each time we try a new one we'll do a little video clip, and then we'll add those video clips to the main video, and then we'll talk about it at the end to see what we think about this mix. So we're going to combine the pudding mix and the water in a saucepan and cook, stirring constantly until it boils. Okay, so we do 1 cup of the pudding mix. And I have 2 1/2 cups of water here. And so we combine. It has that powdered milk smell. I hope it doesn't taste like powdered milk.
Well, if it does, then I'll have to.
If it does, we're making chocolate all the time. Okay, we're headed over to the stove. After it boils, then we add the margarine, and this is not margarine, this is butter. And so I'll put that over there too. And then we boil it for a couple of minutes, then pull it off, and we add the vanilla. And if we want to, we'll add an egg, and I'm going to do that, so we'll show you how to do that. So we're headed over here. All right, so it is boiling. I'm going to drop the butter in, and while that butter melts, I'm going to get the egg ready. So I have whipped the egg, and I'm going to stir in just a little bit of this hot pudding so that the egg doesn't cook when we put it in. We'll heat this egg up. A little more. And we'll put that in. And we want the egg to be thoroughly cooked, so we're going to cook it again for another minute and let that butter melt. I hope this will thicken while it cools. There are so many different consistencies of powdered milk that I worried about that to see if we got the right kind of powdered milk to put in. But we'll see. Okay, I think that butter is all gone. And the egg has cooked for over a minute. So I'm going to just move this off to the side and add the vanilla. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, let's go back over. So this says that it serves 6, but I'm going to pour it into, I'm just practicing with this round. So I'm just going to pour it into 4 servings. And we'll put those in the refrigerator. Meanwhile, I'm going to taste it warm. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this will not taste like powdered milk. Otherwise, I won't be able to eat it. And it doesn't. It is really good. Oh, I'm so glad. I am so glad. So we'll have pudding for the next couple of days, and then we will be trying the others and show you those little clips as we go, and we'll wrap it all up when we're done. We are back with more on our master mix for pudding. And as I mentioned earlier, we are essentially preparing for my brother to come stay with us for a week or so as he recovers from his final cancer treatment. And as I've talked to Cindy, who she and John, her husband, and you know, many of you know them from their previous appearances on our channel, she says that Bob just almost needs constant care. He's just feeling terrible. And even though his cancer is in remission, he still has to recover from his final 2 treatments. It'll be a few days before he's here, so we're hoping that he has some improvement. And we're wanting to make food an easy thing for him. He can get around a little bit, but he spends a lot of time in his easy chair. When we go pick him up, we're also bringing his favorite chair so that he'll have that with us. So pudding is one of the things I want to have in the refrigerator ready for him at any time in the different flavors that we have. And I just wanted to show you what I got to make things just super easy for everybody. This is a package of 8-ounce portion cups with lids. And so I'm going to be filling, when we are getting ready for him, I'm going to be filling these with pudding with enough space at the top that he can either use our spray whipped cream on the top or fruit. And then we can just toss them away. So it just will make it very, very easy and convenient. Jim and I finished the 4 bowls of the vanilla pudding. It was really, really good. We ate the first 2 bowls without anything else and just the pudding itself, and it was lovely. And then when we ate the last 2 bowls, I sliced some bananas and put some raspberries on the top. Oh, yum. That was really good. My brother is a fruit lover, and so we'll have enough room at the top that we can also add fruit to the top of these as well. So we're going to meet over at the stove and we're going to make chocolate. So come on over. I have the ingredients laid out here. So here is 1/4 cup of cocoa. We've got vanilla. This is 2 tablespoons of sugar and an egg waiting for beating, and then 2½ cups of water. So to make this version, we start with 1 cup of the pudding mix, which I already have in here. And to this mix, we add our 1/4 cup of cocoa and our 2 tablespoons of sugar, and we mix these together. And when they're fairly well mixed, then we add the 2½ cups of water. And we're going to turn on the heat. So I'm just going to keep stirring this until it starts to thicken, which will take a few minutes. I'm going to stir it constantly. So we will be back when this starts to thicken. It's now boiling, so I'm going to drop the butter in. Now it has to cook for 2 minutes. And while it's cooking for those 2 minutes, I want to get the egg in. And remember, we start by putting a little bit of the hot pudding into the beaten egg so that the egg doesn't cook when it gets in there. Trying to do that left-handed. And we'll add that egg now. And that egg will give it just a little bit of extra protein, which will be good for our patient. And that egg needs to cook for at least a minute. And the butter isn't melted yet, so that'll give us plenty of time. Okay, now we're going to move it off the heat and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And meet me over at the counter and we will pour this up into the bowls. All right, here we go.
Okay.
It's a little bit lumpy. I hope that's not egg pieces in there. We'll find out. Okay. Now, I'm just going to taste this. Sometimes I like things made with cocoa powder and sometimes I don't. This is good. And I cannot taste any little pieces of egg, so I'm not sure what those little lumps were. This is very good. I probably have chocolate on my face now. So we're going to put this in the refrigerator and we'll enjoy these 2 servings for each of us over the next few days. And we'll be back when we do the next one, which is the lemon pudding. All right, so we have finished making the remaining 2 types of pudding and we are ready for the taste test.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I have here the lemon. And so you have your spoon. We're both going to go into the same one. So let's
into
see.
the same one.
Into the same one.
Sure that isn't dangerous.
So this was flavored with lemon juice, real lemon juice. And when I tasted it, I taste the powdered milk.
Yeah. I don't taste barely after bite for the lemon.
Sorry, I can't. We won't be making the lemon. It's not lemony enough.
No, it isn't.
And so I even put a little bit of lemon extract in. So this is one that we will not be using.
Making.
No, not at all. One of the things that I did do differently with these 2 batches, though, was I was tired of the way I was doing the egg, adding the egg in. And so with these 2 batches, I whisked the egg in with the water at the very beginning and it was so easy. Okay, so this is going out. Now I did go ahead and make the rice pudding.
Okay.
Have you ever had rice pudding before?
I have no idea. My memory doesn't go that far back.
I don't know that I've ever had it. Anyway, it has raisins in it.
And I'm supposed to lick this off and...
Yeah, we're using the same spoon. So let's try this.
I can find the rice. A little vanilla.
It's okay.
It'll do in a pinch.
Yeah. So these last 2 are not my favorites.
Not hurt like
The vanilla was great.
Yeah.
And I think the chocolate was great. And this one is just okay. I'm not going to do the lemon because I can't tolerate the taste of powdered milk.
Powdered milk.
Yeah. So
And the lemon just wasn't strong
it
enough.
wasn't strong enough.
It was almost bland.
It was very bland. And I suppose that we could add some more, but I'm not even fond of a lemon pudding flavor at all, I don't think. But the rice is okay. It has more body, of course, because it has rice in it. But I kind of like a smooth pudding and not...
Tapioca.
Tapioca is my favorite kind, but they didn't give the option here of tapioca.
No, we could do it on our own.
We'll do it on our own. So these 2, I don't think we'll be using much, but the chocolate, you tasted the chocolate.
Yeah, the chocolate was pretty good.
I thought it was really good,
Yeah.
and I thought the vanilla was good too.
Yeah. I don't remember the taste of the powdered milk.
No, not in those 2 at all, and not in the rice pudding. I couldn't taste it in the rice pudding too, but it has other issues for me. So this is our adventure with the Master Mix for pudding, and for when my brother comes, I will be making just the 2 types, just the vanilla. And we had it over with fruit over it, and that was really good with those berries.
You can always just mix it in.
Yeah, it was great with that. And then the chocolate was really good we put whipped cream on it. Okay, so we're set. And let us know what your experience is with the pudding. And if anybody figures out how to make the lemon taste better, be sure that you put it in the comments so the rest of us can benefit from that. So thank you so much for being with us with this for this Master Mix video, and we will see you again soon for more videos.
Take care.